Ladies and gentlemen, mainly the ladies, welcome to It's a Man's World, and I am still Dario.
Forever Jason.
And I'm Naik.
He's always forever, I'm not sure what it says.
He's like 21.
I'm forever 20.
Like 21.
Just like 21. Tonight we're going to be discussing, should a man or a woman defend their spouse against their family? And also, female drivers.
And male drivers. We can't
No,
female and male drivers.
No, there's only one part of that topic.
Female and male drivers.
There's only one part of that topic. So what do you got there, Jason?
Well, at this moment, we have a lovely bottle of JP Jeanette. I don't think I pronounced that
He said
word
Jeanette.
He said
I
Jeanette.
do not think well, that's what I'm not French.
Dude, just pour it. Just pour.
Okay,
Just pour.
okay,
Just pour.
There you go.
Now we have an ongoing bet that Jason is going to drop this bottle.
Come on, Jason, don't let us down.
Thank you. There's a tint of pink and fizziness to it. I'm a little scared.
Jason, you okay?
Oh, what are you trying to do, man? What are you trying to do?
While we're pouring these obviously manly drinks, I want to take some time
So manly.
to say
So manly.
Happy International Women's Day to all the women out there.
Yeah.
Happy International Women's Day.
We love you.
Forever and ever.
We would literally not be here without you.
Literally.
And Jason seems to think that you came from our ribs. So, you're welcome and thank you.
Can we cheers to that, fellas?
Yeah, sure. Absolutely.
International Women's Day?
I love ribs.
They are delicious. They are delicious.
Cheers, women.
Cheers.
to all. And when we come back, we'll get right into our segment of
Tonight, we're starting with should a man or woman. I was going to almost point at Jason when I said woman just now. Should a man
Or woman
defend
their spouse
against their family?
We'll be right back.
Every year I'm searching for number one.
Excuse me, sir. Can I help you?
Yes, I found my number one. I'll take it.
The latest looks and the newest trends for home fashion is number one at Living Spaces, located on Old Pound Road.
But it would mean nothing without a woman or a girl.
And we're back, and it's still a man's world, and I'm Dario, and Jason is in the middle this week.
Yes,
Anybody
I am.
noticed?
Yes, I am.
How does he look?
Yes, I am. I look different.
How do you know?
Because I am different.
Yes.
Not you.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes. Jason is different. We
Very much.
finally
Thank you.
agree.
Jason is different.
So we were... Anyway, back to the topic at hand.
Back to the topic at
The
hand.
topic this evening is spousal defense against family members.
Okay.
Yep.
And what is your take on spousal defense, family members?
I think... What do I think? I actually think that the first thing that a man will do, and I'm talking on the man's standpoint right here, the first thing that a man will do is he's going to definitely defend his spouse.
A man.
A man.
Right.
A man.
Just making sure that we're talking about men.
A man. There are instances where, a female will come into a man's life and she might not be that particular blueprint.
That the family is looking for?
No. There's a blueprint. If your sister acts a kind of way, if you're a particular type of way, your mom has, your sister has traits of your mom.
I don't have any sisters, but I understand where you're coming from.
Okay. So, if somebody comes in and they're coming in with their own mannerisms and their own beliefs and their own understandings, it is going to cause a little rift or a little uneasiness in that particular family. So, with that being said, if there is conflict, and usually it would come from the matriarchal side of the family, I think the first line of defense for the man is to defend his girl, or defend his spouse, because that's the one that he chose.
Okay, I have a question for you, Mr. Dario.
Sure.
What would you classify as a reason to defend her? When would you step in for defense?
Well, I'm not sure if any of you know who my partner is, but she doesn't need any defense. But in the event that she might need a defense, whatever, I mean, the thing is, when you choose somebody to be a part of your life, you say, hey, this is who I want to spend the rest of my life with. That is a commitment. You're born into a family.
No, go ahead. No. He's saying no.
I mean, you're born into a family. You didn't make that choice.
True.
I mean, you popped out and they told you this is your name and go sit with those people.
Because they are your family. But
You don't even know for sure, but
they told you that?
that's what they told you and you believe.
That's what you go by.
But then there's this person and they come into your life and you say, hey, I want you to stay here. To me, that's a no-brainer. You defend your spouse every
It's
time.
about respect too. It's about total respect.
And and your family has to respect the decisions you make, even though they may be the wrong decision.
It's your decision. It's your decision to make, and then you're the one who has to live with it. And I think as a real man, you're gonna definitely have to stand up and tell your family, or put them in line.
Even your friends.
Even if you don't have to be disrespectful, but then you still have to be upfront, resolute, staunch, and defend your significant other.
Actually, to that point, it's not even a matter of defending your significant other. It's defending your relationship, and your relationship means you as well. You're defending the choice that you made. You're defending the fact that you can handle the situation, and you don't need a committee or a panel to come in, like It's a Man's World, to come and tell you what you should do. But there are times. Now, let's be fair. There are times where some of us need a kick in the ass. Because there is that next step that you have to make, and you're not making it. Whether it's a progressive or regressive step.
But it's your choice to make.
It is your choice to make.
Even if it does result in an L. That's your L to take.
True, and I agree with you. I mean, I agree in that freedom that everybody should have. But at the same time, as a parent, if you see that your child is going to put their hand in hot water, you're going to stretch to stop them.
But there has to be that point where you're going to where you need to cut the umbilical cord.
True.
He is right.
And I agree with that. I mean,
yes, and also, as you were talking about the parents, sometimes your parents, they want to baby you still too much.
Your mom babies you?
Yes.
Is there anybody surprised?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Anybody?
No.
I didn't even need to ask. I know y'all already figured it out.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah. I'm mama's little boy.
That's all right.
Go ahead.
Shout out to my big bro out there, though.
Hi to all the moms again. Happy International Women's Day. We love you.
Yeah.
Love you.
And also,
in spite of what I might say tonight,
sometimes I realize that some of us are afraid. Some of us. I'm not saying you are. I'm not saying I am. Some of us are afraid to step up to family. Some of us are afraid to okay, you need to stop doing this. This is the person who's going to be in my life. Why can't you respect that? You're afraid that, okay, if I do this, I don't have a brother anymore. Because sometimes when we do step up to the plate, they'll be like, don't call me a brother. Don't call me a sister. You're not my child.
But you have a girlfriend.
But you see that but to what you're saying, it's the ugly part of society when you have siblings that don't speak.
That is very terrible.
That's
bad.
scary.
Is.
I mean,
it's a reality.
It is a reality, but that's
imagine
messed up.
A mother and daughter are walking on the street, one past the other. A brother and a sister walking on the street, they pass next to each other. You know they're related, and you're like, wait, what just happened?
But because of an outside party, that was the reason why.
But it can't be because of the outside party. I mean, the situation is there. It's how you deal with it. What I'm saying is, I should be able to come to my brother, come to my sister, and say, hey, I don't like your boyfriend, or I don't like your husband. But at that point, I still have to respect that person because that's your choice.
Right. Yeah,
but it's okay for me to have an opinion
because it's my own opinion.
I still have to. So we have to give and get the same respect.
I really don't think that you should alienate your sibling because of their choice.
I agree.
Because that is their choice. I mean, if you go out and you see her,
not just
like, I went to the club and I saw her, on a table. You're like, buy a table.
But you know where that happened.
She was on the table. That's cool.
And you know where that happens a lot.
My table dancer to
at least from what I've heard and perceived from a distance is in the homosexual community. Mm-hmm. When that person quote unquote comes out to family and finally brings the partner home,
they shut them down.
It's like you're the reason my son is gay. You're the reason my daughter's gay.
I don't want to stray away from the topic too much, but it's strange to me how you can accept your child and their trait,
Yeah.
you understand, or their lifestyle choice, but then it's only a problem when they bring that significant other home and you realize you're like, wait,
It's your own insecurities. It's your own
he or
insecurities.
she been serious? I mean, seriously, come on, man. They used to plait your hair.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? It's one of those weird things to me, but you know, let me get back to what I was saying too. With the whole, you know, siblings not taking to, you know, who you've chosen, and your parents not sticking to, or them not, you know, accepting that person within your life. I think it goes right back to that one word, that respect word.
Of course, absolutely.
Because
And I agree
really and
with you.
truly, I mean, your parents, they train you up to be one particular type of way. They train you to be respectful, you know, and to be, you know, resolute in your decisions, sensible in your decision making. So my thing is, if you were to come through, I think they should only respect you even more so. That if you see the matriarch of the family to be a strong woman, an opinionated woman,
Right.
a leader, and then you were to get somebody with the same sort of strong type of traits, I mean, you should only respect that.
Of course. But you know they're going to clash.
Yeah, very much so.
That's
I know
why you
that.
get your own house.
Because sometimes
You've seen Monster in Law. That was a good movie, though.
That was a great movie.
I like that movie.
I mean,
Monster, no, it was
they don't
turned-
have
it
to
was
like
turned
each
up.
other.
It
My
was
thing is right,
turned
they
up.
don't have to like each other.
Shout out to J-Lo.
They don't have to like each other. But my thing is right, at least have that common respect. Because you know, you're the common factor.
Right.
In the whole, in the
Yeah, and-
equation. you're the mediator. You're the middleman.
And you look at what you just segued into, the fact that it actually is on the surface only a man's world, but deep down, I mean, the glue, like you said, of every large expanded family is usually the grandmother.
True.
Yeah.
And that's
Grandmother knows who your family is by looking at the
Yeah,
person
I
that
mean,
you're
that
next
she'll
to.
tell you about
That's
your-
your cousin from down the road
Exactly.
by your nephew,
But-
niece,
and
cousin side.
That might be one of the areas that they step in, because that has happened too. When you know your family come and say you can't date that person. That's actually,
Why is it? And
that's your cousin.
The sad part, and especially when that
That's your
topic is
cousin.
brought to you, you're like,
Word.
God, take me now.
Word. Nah,
This is
well,
not happening.
No, they got to show me the maths first.
Oh, very much so.
But you can't take it back.
That's true though. You can't take it back.
Can't take it
They
back.
got to show me the maths. But then they have to show me the maths, because if you know after a certain number, it don't even count.
My thing is right. We have to understand that the elderly people are always going to be the CEOs of the family. They're
Right.
the ones who delegate. They're the ones who set you up.
Well,
the auditors,
not
the
necessarily.
CEOs, the auditors, everything.
Not necessarily,
But-
because I think for my family, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, family, but when my mother's mother passed, my grandmother, miss you, grandma, when she passed,
Miss mine too.
there was a slow but steady transition, and I think now that my sister is now the matriarch, sorry, of our the Brown family. I mean, I think
You're brown?
I think I think my sister. Shout out to Luana. She holds everybody together. When there's something to plan, when there's an event, it's Luana steps up and she does the heavy lifting.
All right. I
So
understand.
All right, so-
but it's you again. It goes back to the fact that it's usually a woman.
All right, so basically, we've come to the agreement that we should defend our spouses, and we should take a stand. Sorry, that no matter whatever it is, you should respect the person that I'm with. You should respect the choice I've made. It's my choice if I'm supposed to stay here or go back there,
Whether it
and-
turns out good or bad.
good or bad. So at this moment, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to go and let you know of the next topic, which is...
You forgot the next topic, huh?
No, I didn't forget.
Female
driver.
No, so just female drivers.
I was just waiting for this so we
That's
can...
all we're talking about. Female
No,
drivers.
female.
That's all
We're
we're
going to be
talking about.
talking about
Yeah.
female and male drivers. Do you drive?
Often.
Okay, so you could be on the topic as well. We'll tell you about it when we do come back.
But it would mean nothing, nothing without a woman or a girl.
And we're back, and it's still a man's world, and I'm Dario, that's Naik, and I think this is still Forever Jason.
Very much so. Indeed.
You see how that just rolls off your tongue?
Yeah.
Say it with me, audience. Forever
Jason.
We're gonna trademark that.
We're gonna get T-shirts.
Yes, Forever Jason.
Forever Jason.
And we're going to be talking about female drivers.
And male drivers.
We're going to be talking about...
We're going to be talking about drivers. Inconsiderate drivers.
I think I should just shut up.
Inconsiderate drivers?
They are.
Then you go ahead. You go
You
ahead.
start off, Jason. You start off with this one.
I'm talking
I'm
from a
already upset.
passenger point of view.
Yeah, that's fine. That's a good point of view to have.
So you've been driven by women, you've been driven by men.
Women just drive men crazy. That's all they do.
No, I'm just saying, just.
I don't like-
That's all you do, ladies.
What differences do you
Drive us
see?
crazy.
What difference?
Okay,
do you-
honestly, I'm not biased, but it's clear to see when a woman is driving. It may
What is it? What is clear about it? What do you see,
What do you
Jason?
see?
Describe it for us.
Okay.
Like for instance, let's say Roxanne was driving.
Oh,
Not to call any names. You know, nobody. That's just a random name. That's not our, producer or anything. Just a Roxanne.
It is a Roxanne. Right? You're there in the passenger seat of a vehicle. Then all of a sudden, a vehicle just pulls up out of a corner and they want to be arguing with you for no reason when you have the right of way.
Right.
They are there. I'm like, what just happened?
Right.
And then they want to come out. Sometimes some of them want to come out,
Right.
but they're just like, you know what? You're not worth it. They pull out in front of you going the same way, and they're driving slowly.
Right.
When they see you overtaking, sometimes they edge out like,
It sounds like a true story, people.
It's like, no.
So this is
not
a
today.
female driving.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes men don't care when they're driving. They just, okay, floor it.
Men, Florida. Yeah. What about you, Nike? What's your experience?
What I realized with female drivers, the biggest difference I've found with female drivers and male drivers, women listen more so to their vehicles and tell you exactly like if something is going wrong with it.
Are you sick?
And
Have you?
No, they do. They do. They pay more attention. They pay more attention to it.
We got to cut. Jace, we got to cut. Nike needs help. Somebody call emergency services.
No. I'm just saying.
Are you sick?
In terms of the driving part, no. Oh my goodness.
A woman knows what's wrong with her car.
No, they do.
They have some female grease monkeys. They have some female grease monkeys, boss.
Dario, if you actually, no, I'm not even talking, no.
When's the next segment? I need to get out of this one.
They're not grease monkeys at all. What they would do, they wear out their warranty. They will wear that warranty out. Every little thing. They wake up next morning.
Not all of them.
What movie is this?
Take their cars back to the dealer. Something wrong with this. Something wrong with this. I'm telling you.
That's the name of the movie. Something wrong with it. Can somebody Google that for me?
Listen.
Please tell us what you find. Please tell us what you find.
But the biggest differences I've realized with women, and I don't understand how a woman would wait until the light is actually coming off of yellow or amber, and then proceed to then press down
on the gas.
Yeah, press on the gas and try to beat traffic, and then when the other cars blowing their horn, this is them. What happened to you? I'm like, what? But you're the one who he couldn't wait. Have you ever?
It sounds like one of his experiences.
No. I used to say that the worst drivers in Antigua were taximen, but then I actually had the privilege of driving behind a female taxi driver.
Different demographic.
Different entity.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter, she's still a taxi driver, though.
All right, it's time for
should buy licenses.
Some knowledge on this show. Finally, women, you suck. You all can't drive. None of you. It is I swear the only thing that gets me upset. I'm a very passive guy. I mean, I don't get bothered for anything. But you can't drive. And to make it worse, you can't even be a passenger. You ever know? You be dropping a woman off. She knows she's going to the stop. She knows where she's going. She waits until you get there, and then she starts to pick up the 50 bags and the 12 pair of shoes and the 15 bottles that she has to go to do one day's work. It is madness. I don't understand. And the pedestrians. It's a good thing that we have video games to just take out our passion, that we actually just run the pedestrians over.
Call of Duty, man.
True story. I'm coming up St. Mary Street, and there's a lady with about 6 or 7 school kids, young kids, probably in the age of 7, 8. And they're crossing across Corn Alley. And she says to the children, rightly so, I was the first car in line, walk to the back of the vehicle, which is what I was taught when I was young. Walk to the back of the lead vehicle. You never know when that person jumps off the whatever. But walk to the back of the lead vehicle. The children walk to the back of the vehicle, and then she walks in the front.
So why is she leading them?
I don't understand. This is the crazy.
You think she understands?
Oh my God.
Do you think she understands?
Oh my goodness.
There's a way to stay right.
It was a time when you needed to have your phone already on. It was surreal. I could not believe what I just saw. But back to the driving. You guys suck. Every man knows that women drive. They think just mashing and going forward, turning at a right corner, left corner, bending the curve is driving. They can't reverse. You cannot reverse.
I was just about to talk about that.
You cannot park. Every guy has had this. You've gone to an event or somewhere where there's a lot of cars, and you see a woman struggling to park her car, and you just say, you know what, let me park it for you. Right. Every guy has had to do that. Every guy.
There was a night.
And night says that y'all are in tune with your vehicles. You have
they listen to their vehicles.
Dude, they do not. There was a picture.
No, he says they listen, but do they really hear? Do they hear?
Buy a car.
Dude, all they listen to is Rihanna.
I'd actually prefer to buy a car that females own.
Are you all listening to this?
Then a gearhead. That's
is anybody hearing this?
All sorts of alterations on that particular car.
Yeah, but okay, that's if the guy is a speedhead though. But
yeah,
are you seriously telling me that a woman is going to be more meticulous in taking care of her car than a man?
I think so. I mean, we can run a census, see how many women take their cars to car washes as opposed to men.
No, car wash. We're not talking about car wash. We're not talking about appearance. We're talking about taking care of the car in general.
Yeah. Well, some of them just don't care really.
In general,
they would be driving on the road. I've seen this plenty of times. They've been driving down on the road, and there's this one lonely pothole. That one lonely pothole that's like all the way at the edge.
And they find it
on the road.
The Bermuda pothole.
They would leave from the middle of the road.
Yeah, the Bermuda pothole.
And they hit it.
All day by itself.
And they would hit the pothole, and then this is them. Man, I said I can't fix their road. I'm like,
yeah.
But you didn't see it? Like, I don't know, 100 yards away. You know, you have your extremes. I don't understand it. I don't understand how you can have a woman who, as Jason described, will wait until a car is 3 inches in front of him, and then pull out, and then drive negative 3 miles per hour
right in front of the car.
But then you have the other ones though that all they know is forward.
They don't know.
Throttle. You know, floor it. You know, between the same St. Mary Street. So between I don't know, Market Street to Roti King. It's like 50 miles per hour.
All right, I'm gonna say this: behind every woman that has a good car is a man. Period. If the car's in good condition,
she goes to a man.
She has about 3 men. Trust me on this. She's gonna have a guy that she calls to do.
Express by Dario.
This is the truth. Women, you know it's the truth. She's gonna have a guy that does the mechanical work, and she's gonna have a guy that takes care of the body, and she's gonna have a guy
who cleans,
who pays the damn bills. Period.
That's what you were gonna say. Well, then that means there's four
so
because body works.
Taken care of.
I'm just saying all the extra stuff, like the you know.
And that's more than 3.
Special thing. No, that's 3.
That's 3.
If the cars, if she has one of those cars, oh yeah, best believe.
Jason should have air freshener, man.
No. She got them guys. She got them guys from the corner for that.
Yeah, but me right down, right in front of Luke's.
Yeah.
That air freshener set, guys. Yeah, they do sell some good air.
Women.
They do.
Shout out to
Lambie.
I've been driven by women before, mostly crazy, but
do you usually get driven by women?
I've been driven by women.
I know, right?
And it's the best thing to do is close your eyes.
No.
Yeah. I don't want to see it coming.
No.
Dude, you may miss something that you want to
all think they can drive.
Hey, you may miss something you can use.
If you say all women can't drive, they're gonna get upset. But let them drive behind a woman. That have to be a woman. Watch it.
No, that's not a lie. That's not a lie. I have been in a car.
Oh my goodness.
With a particular woman.
That's just one.
No, with a particular woman.
I was in the car with the same woman then.
She say, look what this person takes. Look. I have to be a woman now. And she would drive fast. She would reach up there and when we pass, she like, see, I tell you it's a woman. I'm like
female
dying.
Road
I'm dying.
Is so ugly.
While we're here,
it's so ugly.
I wanna give a public service announcement. Now, to all you people who are going eastbound on Old Farm Road and you want to take the right onto Simon Boulevard, please go to that left side road. It makes it so much easier for everybody else. Don't be silly. Don't come up Old Palm Road directly and then try to make that right and you're blocking
Right in
two
front of Chinese restaurant.
2 lanes of traffic. Just take the side road, and when it goes green, you have unlimited access to go to Simon Boulevard.
You can turn as many ways as you can.
I'm sorry, that was a pet peeve. I digress, but back to the topic at hand. Women can't drive. I think this was a short topic. We could have ended at the intro. Women can't drive. Y'all should stay off the road, wait for your man to come pick you up or catch the
You are
bus.
savage.
Happy International Women's Day.
Yeah, y'all can't drive. I'm sorry. I mean, there are. Listen to me. Nothing is always and nothing is never. There are exceptions to the rule, but as a demographic, it's a very high percentage of women who just can't drive.
Well, yeah. So basically, let me end it all by saying, well, in my particular part, by saying, yes, I would buy a vehicle owned by a female, pre-owned by a female.
Still back on
He's
that.
actually serious.
He's still back on that.
Yeah, I don't think y'all can drive.
I
man.
don't think he's had enough. Because maybe if he had enough, he'll be speaking sense.
Yeah. I'm listening, Jason. What are you saying?
What do you
Well, I am saying I still borderline the topic. They are bad male and female drivers. You are both inconsiderate. Stop it. Stop
But
it.
who's worse?
They are both bad.
You know what happens when you straddle the fence?
6.5 dozen the same thing.
You get your crotch caught.
What?
That's what happens.
Wait,
All right, Jason,
What?
go some.
I have.
Women are the worst, followed very closely by taxi drivers and
Bus drivers. You cannot forget bus drivers.
See, no, the thing is,
Bus
taxi drivers have 2 speeds, too slow and too fast. And then taxi drivers, no, I'm sorry.
Bus drivers.
Yeah, bus drivers, 2 speeds. Bus drivers and taxi drivers, 2 speeds, too slow and too fast. Anytime you're behind the bus, it's either driving way too slow or extremely fast.
Right.
They have no sense, but women, you top the list. You know that woman who she wants to go but she doesn't want to go, and she takes like 5 seconds before she can decide what she's doing. She's already in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
And that woman causes us to go to a break.
You're watching CVN, Caribbean Vibes Network.
When it would mean nothing. You're not a woman, oh girl.
Good evening, everyone, and we are back. Dario, Naik, and Forever Jason, as always. It's not gonna change. And we're just gonna take a recap on our thoughts on what?
The 2 topics were should you defend against your spouse against your family, and female drivers.
So, female
and
drivers.
male- female
we'll
and
leave
male
that one for
drivers.
last. The
No.
female and male drivers. So, what are your final thoughts on defense against family or your spouse?
Well, my final thoughts regarding the first topic are that there should be a respect factor. Whether it's a situation where it's going to end up into a fruitful relationship for you, or as I said, if you're going to take a L, if the relationship withers away, there should be some semblance of respect that is, shown by your family. And the first line of defense is for you to come to defense of your spouse.
Dario?
Yeah, this is an easy one. I mean, family members respect everybody's decision, but in doing that, you can state your position. If you don't like the person, you don't like the person. But be honest about it, be upfront about it. Don't be shady, don't be two-faced. Just say, he's not my cup of tea, she's not my cup of tea, but whatever your choice is, and respect that. And yes, always defend your spouse. But it's kind of sad if your spouse needs to be defended. That's sad.
Yeah, it is. But my take on it now is basically on the same line with these fellas, but also the spouse as well has to respect the family as well. There's nothing wrong with everybody coming together and just trash it out, let them know, hey, this is where I stand. We hear you, we understand, but still, this is the person I'm with. The person loves me. There's a reason why the person is with me. So why?
Yeah, but don't be divisive with it. I mean, be able if I have a partner, that partner should be family too. So the same way me and my brother can argue, and we fight it out, and
No.
we're still
My
brothers.
spouse and I can still-
My spouse should be able to voice
Very much so indeed.
their opinion, and then be treated as such.
And not be chastised.
Well, my take on it also is, they don't have to like each other, but then there should be that respect factor, especially when I'm not gonna alienate my spouse from my family, and I know for the most part, a lot of us would not want to do that. But then, if there is gonna be some sort of commingling, there should be some line of defense. If somebody has to take neutral corners, let it be.
All right. Now, on
the driving. Women,
female
stay off the road.
and male drivers.
Stay off the road, women. Stay off the road. You suck at driving. You all are terrible drivers. And make that right from Simon Boulevard on that secondary road with the Chinese stores. Do not do it. Please do not do it from Old Town Road.
I think female drivers have basically two speeds, either too slow or too fast. And I do think that you do take more care, not really more care, but y'all a little bit more cautious as to what's going on with your vehicle. Not upkeep.
Dude.
I'm saying. No, listen to what I'm saying. Y'all not getting it. You know what? At least the audience gets it. At least the audience gets it. But
he's talking. Because he's not.
female drivers, y'all need help. Y'all need help though.
All right, people, thank you for watching. It's been, still is, and forever will be a man's world. Dario, Naik.
Remember to check us out on Facebook.
Jason.
It's at It's a Man's World CVN. Like,
Share,
And comment.
and we'll see you guys next week.
yeah. See ya.